Okay, let's talk about providing light for your little seedlings. As you can see here, I've got these grow lamps. They're really nice because it helps keep the plant growing really healthy and really well without the need of a good sunny window. I got these last year when they were on sale at Walmart. They were on clearance, being reduced at the end of the season. Normally they're $50 a piece. Honestly, I don't feel like they're worth it. As nice as they are, because it helps keep those plants growing at a nice, comfortable height and so they don't get leggy. I'm going to say recommend not getting it unless you've got the extra funds, just because it is fairly expensive and unnecessary. You know, I've got this window here, and this is where I've been growing the last couple of years. I'll just put my pots out here, got everything laid out, and it'll grow just fine. They do get a little bit leggy, but if you rotate them so that way they're closer to the window over time, and then turn so that way they're not stretching too much one direction or another, that is a decent way to get by without a light. And it'll be okay, because the plant might stretch a little bit. So for example, these basils back here, they've stretched and these have stretched. But they'll harden off and they'll get a little bit stronger. As you see here, there's some dark brown on my zinnia plants. I let them stretch too much in the beginning, but they'll toughen up over time. One really good thing that I have found over the years is that you can plant them inside, and then once they start to sprout and start to stretch, you can put them outside. So we're gonna go on a quick trip. Don't mind my mess here. Yep, my dog ripped up one of my pots. Joy, guys. So if we come outside, one thing you can do, and this takes a little bit more work, but it's fairly easy to do. So for example, I have these tomatoes that I'm growing, and I'm wanting to make sure that I've got a lot so that way I can sell them to pay for a law school this spring. And what I'm doing is I'll bring them outside during the day, because it's been nice and lovely weather, so that way they get the sunshine, they're not getting stretched too much, they're just growing really well. And then at nighttime, since it's still too cold, I take them in. And that's same with most of these other plants that I've got here. It's just a matter of taking them in and out. So it's a little bit more work, but the advantage is they're getting sun early, so they're getting full light, they're going to be able to grow strong and firm. Good weather's keeping them nice and tough. And they're already exposed to the environment, so you don't have to worry about setting them out later, because that's always a bit of a process. So yeah, you can just set them outside on a sunny day and then bring them back in. One thing I want to let you know is if you don't start this from seedlings, so for example, these guys, if you look over here, they're just starting to emerge. They've all got just their first leaves on them. I brought these ones out as soon as I saw them starting to come into the soil, and then let them just do their thing here. We'll talk in the next one about what to do if you've had them growing inside for a little bit and then decide to bring them out. But you know, planting them outside and then bringing them in at night, it's an easy way to provide sunlight for your plants, give it a little bit of exposure to the elements, making it easier to then make that transition into the garden later.